Hi everyone, Photo Pro Traveller here, and today I'm bringing you something a little bit different. If you've watched any of my videos thus far, firstly, thank you very much. And you'll notice if you have watched my videos that they've all been about my travels. This is a little bit different because today I'm going to be talking about what Nikon, or is it Nikon or is it Nikon? In the US it seems to be Nikon, here in Australia it's probably Nikon. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to alternate between the two, whatever sort of comes right out. You can let me know in the comments down below which one you prefer. But during the week, Nikon came out with a firmware upgrade to the Nikon Z series of cameras. I use, as you probably know, a Nikon Z7. They also upgraded the Z6 firmware, and what they did was to update, amongst other things, the IAF. Now, if you're shooting a mirrorless camera like I am, and I'm absolutely a convert on mirrorless cameras, the biggest difference, in my humble opinion, between the old DSLRs, which I used to shoot, and these things, the mirrorless cameras, is IAF. Now, when I came across to the Z7 series of cameras and lenses, I firstly was shooting only in single point focus, what I used to shoot with my DSLRs. However, I ventured into the IAF focus, and quite frankly, it is an absolute game changer. Has completely changed the way that I shoot. It's allowed me to capture more material. It's easy to use, and I absolutely love it. So I was very keen to see with the new firmware upgrade, version 3.0, what changes they've made to IAF. Now, I don't have any pets. One of the things that they put in the firmware upgrade was that the camera won't only recognize a human eye, but it also recognizes animal eyes. So if that's something, if shooting animals is something that you're into, then of course you're going to love that feature. Personally, I was more interested to see if they'd made any significant improvements in the IAF system. If you're watching this and you've watched other YouTube videos about this topic, you'll know that most people suggest that the Sony systems, the Sony mirrorless cameras, have superior IAF. Now, why is that important? Well, if you're at an event or you're shooting sports or you're shooting weddings or for whatever it is, having the ability to nail focus in a short period of time is what you absolutely need. Back in the old days with single point focus, you had to move your thumb around and move the little autofocus box to where you wanted it. That took time. The IAF systems have revolutionized that, at least in my opinion, but they have to be reliable. And the Nikon Z7, Z6, the Z50, the allegation, at least by lots of professionals and lots of YouTubers, is that it's just not as reliable as the Sony. Now, it's up to you to make your own view of that, but what I was very keen to understand was whether in firmware upgrade 3.0 they had made an improvement. There are certainly suggestions online, on Facebook forums and in YouTube videos that there has been an improvement, but this is very subjective. So I thought I'd bring just a little bit of science to this process, and what I did was I filmed myself basically acting like a fool in front of the camera, trying to get the little box to hit my eye as I went backwards and forwards, up and down. I did that before the firmware upgrade with version 2.20, which is what the camera was previously running. I did the firmware upgrade, and I did basically the same thing again. And you can see the results before and the after. Now, personally, here's my opinion. Having watched both sets of footage, I don't see any real difference. Now, you can tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe if I watched it over and over, I might see faster reaction times. But as you can see in both of the films, when I'm moving fast across the image, the tracking is getting there, but it's lagging just a bit. And to be honest, I didn't see a huge improvement or any real improvement when I watched the footage post the firmware upgrade. Now, let me know if I've missed anything there, but to me, it's great to see that Nikon is taking up to the challenge. The Sonys are allegedly the best. I haven't shot an A7iii or an A7R3 or 4 before, and I know that the Sonys have allegedly that better system. If you have shot it, you can let me know your thoughts, but it's good to see that Nikon's trying to catch up. The Canons have allegedly made a significant leap already in IAF, and as I said to you, if you're considering going to a mirrorless camera, choosing the system that has the best IAF, frankly, would be right at the top of the list in terms of choosing which camera you wanted to go with. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a rusted on Nikon shooter. I've had them for years and years. And I should also point out that I did that test using the Z series or the S series glass, the glass specifically made for the Z series of cameras. I had the 24-70 2.8, which is the lens that I absolutely love. So I think that using native glass on the native system was probably going to result in a faster autofocus outcome as opposed to using old series glass, the F series glass, via the F to Z adapter. But I didn't do that test. But you can see what the results were. Please let me know what you think of those results. I'm keen to hear. If you like this video, please give me a like or a subscribe. That really helps me. And if you hit that bell, you'll be notified of my next videos. And I've got some interesting things coming up. One of them is my recent trip to Africa. I'm just back from Cape Town and Ghana. I've got some footage. It's currently being edited, and I'll hope to have that up soon. Very, very different parts of Africa. But I'm also working on another project which I'm really keen to get up soon. So if you like this, please let me know down below. If you've got any comments, please also do that. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Nikon, or is it Nikon? I think I should Google that.